Good morning everyone, welcome back to our distance learning program, or we call in short as the online class. Okay, in today's video I am going to be teaching you guys about the listening express 2 and the hangout 5. So in our first session, I am going to be teaching you guys about listening express 2. So please get ready for the class. Make sure that you have your textbook, you have your study materials as well, right? Okay, so now let's get started with me together. So in our page 22, please turn your book to page 22 together. So on page 22, it is about the warm-up listening. Okay, so you will see a picture of a grandma and her grandson as well. So in this picture, can you guess what they are talking about, everyone? Of course, as we know that our title today is about the old days. So actually the old days is referred to the day that happened in the past time. Right? Maybe your day at school when you were younger, right? So I know that you probably have many days or many such a wonderful day ever in your past time that you cannot forget it, right? Okay, in our character today, we have the grandma and we have the grandson. They are going to talk about a topic which is happened in their past time. Okay, so before we getting started, so I would love all of you to read our instruction part A. So A, listen, choose T for true or F for false. Alright, so we have three statements. One, the boy and his grandmother are driving to school. Two, the boy's grandmother was a student at his school. Three, the school has not changed over the years. So now let's spend some time to listen to our track. It is about our track 22. So now let's start with track 22 together.
Warm-up listening. You didn't have to walk to school with me, Grandma.
I wanted to see the old place. I remember when I used to go to this school. It looks so different now.
What's different about it?
Before, there were only 5 classrooms.
There are 20 now. How many students were there?
There were only 40 students back then.
Really? There are 400 now. Was it boring in the past?
No, we had fun. We read books, played games, and talked to our friends.
Alright everyone, so after you listen to our track 22, have you noticed about our answer, everyone? Yeah. So now it's time to check about the answer together, everyone. Right, so A, listen, choose T for true, F for false. Alright, so number 1, the boy and his grandmother are driving to school. True or false, everyone? Yes, it is. It is false. Yeah, according to our track 22, they are not driving to school, right? Okay, so 2, the boy's grandmother was a student at his school. Yeah, true or false, everyone? Yeah, so the answer is, it is true. Yeah, as we know that the grandmother also used to study in like in that school before, right? 3, the school has not changed over the years. It is true or false? It is false, right? Okay, so this is about our part A. So now let's move to our part B. Okay, now everyone, we come to our part B. So part B, you have to listen to our track 22 once again, and then you also have to fill in the blank in order to answer a question. So our question is, what has changed about the school? Okay, so we're gonna compare about the past time and also the present time as well. So the present time, as we know that there are a lot of classroom and also there are a lot or many students, right? But in the past time, it seems like there are few students and also few classrooms as well. Okay, so now let's start. Listen to our track 22 once again.
Warm-up listening. You didn't have to walk to school with me, Grandma.
I wanted to see the old place. I remember when I used to go to this school. It looks so different now.
What's different about it?
Before, there were only 5 classrooms.
There are 20 now. How many students were there?
There were only 40 students back then.
Really? There are 400 now. Was it boring in the past?
No, we had fun. We read books, played games, and talked to our friends.
Okay, everyone, so now it's time to correct about our answer. So, question, what has changed about the school? We're gonna talk about the past first. So, in the past time, there were 5 classrooms. There were 5 classrooms. Imagine in that situation, the classroom is really less, right? Okay, next, there were, what about students, everyone? How many students at those time? Okay, so there were 40 students. 40 students. Oh, yeah, 40 students for 5 classrooms, right? But what about in present, everyone? What about in present? Number 2, present. So in the present, there are now 20 classrooms. Oh, it seems like it increased, right? 20 classrooms right now. And what about students, everyone? So the number of students right now, there are 400, a lot. Yeah, there are a lot of students right now, right? Okay, so if we compare the number of classroom and also the number of students in the past time and to the present time, it changed a lot. Alright, everyone, so we have completed the first session. Okay, so now see you in the second session.